Today I'd like to talk about the benefits of stretching and the different types of stretching. There's been a lot of research in the area of stretching in the last few years, comparing static stretching versus dynamic stretching. In order for you to appreciate the conversation that we're going to have right now, I want to demonstrate what both of those stretches are so that you have an understanding of them. If I decided to stretch my hip flexors, the muscles in the front of my hip, in a static way, I could place my foot up on this chair, lean into the stretch, and hold that stretch. By holding the stretch, I'm not going to do it for the whole time, but by holding it for 30 seconds, that would be considered a static stretch. Dynamic stretching, on the other hand, where you're moving through the range of motion in a very dynamic fashion, and especially the type of stretching that I like to advocate that I learned from Aaron Mates, who is from Florida, involves a lot of activity. So if I was going to, again, just do the exact same muscle stretch, I would be actively tightening the opposite muscle group. By doing so, that sends a message to my brain to relax the muscle in front, or the opposite muscle group. So, same stretch that I did earlier, but in a dynamic fashion would mean that I would be tightening the muscles of my glute in order to get relaxation of my hip flexor. I wouldn't even hold it that long. So working through, breath, so what are some of the studies saying about stretching? Well, when it comes to protecting yourself from muscle soreness or potential injury, stretching actually has not been conclusive in regards to protecting yourself from an injury or from muscle soreness. So it's not a good reason to stretch. In regards to being able to use your body to its full range of motion, absolutely. Stretching is very, very important and allows you that flexibility to move safely. When it comes to getting the maximum out of the muscle, be it strength or power, that's where a lot of the research has been coming into play that's been very interesting of late, is that the static type stretching, the holding type stretching, appears to affect the power output of the muscle for a good 15 to 20 minutes. So, if you're watching your kids play soccer and the opposite team is choosing to do a nice slow static stretch, that's actually a good thing for your team because you actually have the first quarter advantage on that one. So that static stretching has its role more after the game as opposed to before the game. And similarly for yourself, if you want to get the most out of your workout, you might want to save your slow, relaxed type stretching for after your run or after your strength workout.